Hey everybody, this is Curtis from PSN Stores. Today we're looking at Scapegoat 2. So if you watched our stream over the weekend, I actually played a pretty good chunk of this game. But I wanted to record a separate video now that I've played that much, so I can kind of describe it. So if you didn't see that, you can kind of watch this video and kind of get a glimpse of what this game is. So first off, I just want to go into settings. There is a really cool thing called Mutators that this game has. I've only unlocked 2 so far. But so as you play through this game and you achieve, like, one of the collectibles that you have in the game is called the Sheep Soul Orbs. So as you collect those, you unlock some of these, and then there's also like Super Meat Goat, which is clearly a reference to Super Meat Boy, and so that's for dying 400 times. And a nice little touch that they have here is kind of showing your progress towards unlocking each of these. So I have a speedrunner overlay turned on, and you'll see what that is in just a minute. Then there's Unseen Doom, and that apparently is not unlocked. It was. I did have this. Not sure what happened there. Anyways, but that was that made it so enemies were invisible. So we'll go back and we'll actually play this game. So this is a kind of puzzle platformer. You play as a goat. And so like your level select screen is all laid out in this really cool like painted glass kind of thing. You have a mouse friend who assists you during different puzzles. You get him pretty early in the game. And so this is kind of how it's all set up. Like there's some branching pathways here. These little orbs are indicating where I collected the Sheep Soul orbs so far. And you're kind of like ascending this tower. And then as you get upwards, like more branches are unlocked, and it keeps kind of branching out from this one spine. So we're gonna play some like the earlier stages. We'll just hop around. So let's do 1-4. So as I said, you are the goat. You have a double jump. Pressing circle, you unleash your mouse friend. And then tapping circle again has them come back to you. So one cool thing this game has, and we'll see it probably a little later, is your mouse can get different abilities. So there is one where he can turn into a stone. So he'll like fall down and break blocks that are breakable. There's a few where there's one where he can like kind of bounce back and forth between walls. And so in this instance, like there are switches I need to press here, and so I cannot get under this. So I could just set my mouse here. He hits the switch for me, that activates this stuff going on, and now I can climb up, and I can get this key, and the key unlocks the door. And I go through. So let's go ahead and we'll jump to, let's go 2-3. Oh, and then also, as you notice, in the top left corner of the screen, it shows the current room number I'm in, to 2-3. It shows my current time, it shows my best time, and then it shows my overall game time. So that is like the speedrunner thing that you can unlock. Another thing you can do with the mouse is I can have, if I hold up and tap circle, he'll fly upwards. And then, as you see, that is kind of a hint to show me how to do that. There are these scrolls throughout certain stages. Some of these are just giving you hints, like this one says sometimes the hardest part is deciding whether you can still complete the puzzle or if you need to restart. So that's probably a good time to mention the use of the touchpad in this game. So there are points where you might mess up and you might kind of you might figure out that, oh, you know, I screwed up and I cannot complete the puzzle having done the things I've done thus far. Maybe you did something wrong, you messed up. And so in order to very quickly restart, you can just tap the touchpad, and you're dead. It reminds me of Sackboy in Little Big Planet, when you would just blow up, except that's a little bit more animated than this, but that's fine. So I'm gonna launch the mouse over here. He's gonna hit this button. I think this stage was like the really cool. Yeah. Because this was like one of the first ones where it was like, oh, there's all sorts of stuff going on. So if you see these like kind of Grim Reaper kind of enemies, if they see you, or the mouse, they will just chuck a fireball at you. So I had to do that. Trying to think of what I need to do now. I can get up here. Oh, I did not mean to jump there. Alright, let's do this again. See if I can get my best time. I think it's showing question marks for my best time because I hadn't unlocked this mutator yet when I did this level. This game also has some really good music. There's one song in particular. I don't remember what set of stages it's on. I think it might be the 3rd or 4th set. But it's real good. It is. Like, I was really getting into it on the stream. So not all stages are like this, but there definitely is a good amount of like kind of chain reaction that you can cause, which is always cool. If we can hop into excavation here, let's do 3-3. Alright, so I need to hit the button up there. Moves that down so I can... That is one other thing you do. We might... I don't know if we'll get to a stage that requires it. If I hold down on the D-pad and press circle, I can leave the mouse sitting there. Usually that's good if you need to like press multiple buttons. I think I need to wait before I do that, but there we go. So I'm having him climb up the wall, and as he gets past that block... Oh, I didn't do that. When he gets past the block, I need to jump and hit this button with the goat. Because you may have noticed earlier, once the mouse hits the like ice blocks, he'll turn around. Let's see, that did that. Trying to remember exactly the order that I need to be going through here. Yeah, it's not high enough. There's something real obvious I'm missing. I cannot for the life of me remember. Oh, there we go. I keep forgetting that those guys will see through walls. Like if you're kind of like, basically if you're in their line of sight, or not in their line of sight, but if you're on like the same level that they're on, and they're facing your direction, they'll see you. There we go. You can also, by pressing R2, you can do like a dash. Which is good, because some levels require you to be a little speedy. That's the thing, like sometimes there is timing involved in some of the puzzles. It's pretty lenient though, like you don't need to be super specific with your timing. But sometimes you do need to be a little quick. Let's jump to the 4th stage. I'm just jumping around, try to show like... because it does take a little while to ramp up. But we definitely saw when I was streaming this for the Extra Life thing, it gets pretty complicated. Let's see. Alright, so this is a case that I screwed up, and it is just impossible for me to finish this puzzle now. Oh. Not mean for that to happen. Just need to make sure that these guys do not see me on my way down. There we go. We'll do a couple more stages. Let's go, let's do 5-2. Alright, so this is actually good. So this is an example of a power-up you can get for your mouse. So the magic hat essentially lets you teleport and switch places with the mouse. So in this instance, I'll have them up there, and then we'll switch spots. Oh, that is the wrong button. I will press square to switch places. So now my mouse is down there, and then I'm up here. I can activate this little skull, and all 4 of those guys drop down. The mouse has dropped down, so I can switch spots again. So now I'm down here. I need to call my mouse down. I'm gonna set him down here. Activate this, switch spots again. I can get my mouse back. And that's the puzzle. So it's pretty simple. I think that might have been one of the first stage. That was pretty early stage that had the that specific power up. But even those, like, those start to get pretty a bit more complicated as well. And then here's another one of the power-ups that you get. This is the Cape of Vengeance. So this allows the mouse to kind of like fly horizontally or vertically straight to whatever the wall, like to another, like a parallel wall. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Alright, I think that's it. Yep. And then I will briefly show kind of what happens when you get to the end of these branching pathways. Let's do this one. Oh, you know what? It might not be there now. Basically, when you get to the end of these pathways, there is a sheep that you awaken, and that's how you get the sheep soul. And they say some things to you. So there appears to be some sort of story going on. I'm not entirely sure, like, what it is exactly, or I can't imagine it's super important to the game. But there is something going on here, and they kind of give you little bits of dialogue when you find each of the sheep, but it seems like they go away once you collect them. And then you see the locked door there, which, as you saw in the level select screen, like, they continue to branch off as you kind of go further and further into the game. But that is Escape Goat 2. It is out now on the PlayStation Store. I believe it came out last week. I really like it so far. I'm gonna keep playing it. I'm probably gonna write a review for this. But this surprised me. I did not know really anything about this game. Did not know what to expect. I needed something to play on the Extra Life stream, and so I just kind of started this up and ended up really liking it. Again, like, I'm really liking the music. I just, like, it's a fun game. I think the puzzles are pretty cool. Like, it's gotten, especially like later on, some of the stages I'm at now, it's getting pretty intricate. They're doing some really neat things, especially with, like, the mouse abilities. So I'm just having fun with it. I'm really liking the mutator stuff. So far, you know, I'm just using the speedrunner overlay, which I think is just kind of neat. But I'm really curious to see, like, what Super Meat Goat is. I mean, obviously, infinite jumps, like, that's obvious what that is. Explosive mouse. Grim Darkness is probably pretty obvious as well. But it's really cool. I'm liking it so far. So again, that is it is out now. I want to say it's $15. I'm not sure. There might be a discount for it. I think that might. I know there were some games that had a discount, so it was weird. I don't know. But it is out now. I would recommend it. I'm having a lot of fun with it, especially if you like kind of like puzzle games. This might be one to check out. So thanks for watching the video. Keep coming to PSN stores. There should be plenty more videos of kind of newer PSN games for PS4 coming very soon.